So yeah, all that we discuss, pranayamas, being present, even this technique. Try to look at the screen with a little bit defocused gaze. That you starting to perceive the room from the corner of your eyesight. Not straightly, but a little bit like blurred gaze. And focus on your breathing. You make inhale through the nose, slowly, and exhale through the mouth. And don't change the position of your pupils. Be in this blurred picture, and all of a sudden, you start diving in sensation that you are the whole field around the body. This is the best technique, which we should be practicing all the time, but not to make other people think that you're a zombie and you're just, in stupor. We should manage how to have this little bit blurred picture perception, as if there is a distance between you and space, and then you dissolve this distance and become the perception itself, become the scene itself, like 360 degrees around you. You can even feel with your back of your head the space behind you. You shift your perception as if a little bit in the back of your head. And focus on breath. If any thought appear, catch this distance between thoughts. The distance between thoughts, this is like a window, and it can be trained. And imagine that you are going for a long walk, and instead of having a bunch of thoughts in your head, you're constantly in this defocused gaze in front of you, and breath, which is synchronized with your movements. And believe me, this is the best technique. And sure, preferentialism cannot be spontaneous. Sometimes the state of bigushichi achieved so-called spontaneously. But for now you are in process. You're processing your traumas still. It's just your stage. You can help yourself with many tools: breath work, walks, fasting, sleep deprivation, which is available. The best and more innocent is always being in the present moment. Because if you are still in very heavy emotions, sleep deprivation can harm you. We don't need this, because who knows what demons will appear then. Some people really start seeing them. If they did not cleanse their subconscious mind, they start seeing things. Someone sees the shadows of dead people. I was not sleeping, I never saw any evil. But when I was not sleeping, I already was in blissful state. So my sleep deprivation was not even sleep deprivation. It was just a consequence of Kundalini awakening. Activation of your power, which is in everyone. It's nothing special. It's just settings of the body and psyche. And your brain waves become theta, delta, even more like in Tibetan monk, if you will be always grounded in your perception. And then if you keep on, I'm talking to you, I'm in this state. And it's my installed state. And I feel like speaking happens on its own. I even see my hand, and I don't realize that it's my hand up to such degree. Today I had no sleep. I feel super good, and even like on the mushrooms. It's easy to practice, for sure, with someone, and it's cool to have community where people can describe from different wordings and angles how they feel. Some people speak about this states like unconditional love. Da, 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 da. I don't understand this language. That's why I did not understand just Muhin. Higher consciousness, just words, nothing. The state, it's this concrete state, which is very drug-alike, because your brain accelerates. You receive so many revelations that if you will write them down, your hand will not be able to write. I usually have voice messages to myself not to forget all these conclusions and logical chains. And people who use drugs usually say that they have the same on drugs. Some speedy drugs, they also accelerate cognitive functions and have brilliant ideas. And then when the state is gone, the thrill is gone, all ideas seem absurd, not real. But the difference between drugs and pure state is that usually your ideas is the call of your soul, what you really want. And because your subconscious mind, programmed mind, do not put any barriers between you and your real desires, you can be even surprised. Like, oh, yeah, I was always dreaming about this. I can. There's no limit, like, oh, it's too late. There's no programs affecting you in this state. Actually, I can say that there is no way back. Once who started this awakening path, experiencing already unbearable suffering, mental suffering or physical suffering. And usually they have this pain only with the purpose to transcend this pain and ascend to the higher plan without normal standard way of living in ignorance. Stubborn repetition of life in the moment. Not allow yourself being caught by any emotion or game. For instance, when we decided to enlighten, there is someone appears and we fall in love. And then all our striving for high states is substituted by hormones of love. And we like, oh, I don't need this enlightenment. Who needs this? I want to fall in love. I only do like thinking about subject. And for several years, maybe decades, you forget about even your desire. It can happen. So if you're very tired of living with normal perception from the mind, and mind just tortures you daily, like ringing the bell, boom, boom, all the time, this is a sign that you're already there, and you need just practice what I explained with the focused vision, with grounding yourself in the bodily sensations, trying to dissolve the boundaries of your body and space, and you will start tripping. It will be 10 seconds, and then it will be 20 minutes, already good result. And then, believe me, your own mind, your own personality will be like, I want more, I want more, I want more. It's like drug addiction, to be honest. Because this state gives so much healing and so much relief of all your traumas and all your burden which you are carrying, that you will be gladly with, like, you feel it, this taste, like with slowing down your movement consciously. Avoid any rush, any hurrying out of excitement. You will be just having habits to return back to yourself, to perception, pure perception all the time. And it's also like any skill, any habit, it's just repetition. So when I awakened 10 seconds, it was December 2020. When I had 5 minutes, it was January 2021. In between January and September 22nd, I had back and forth, and not very deep. And on September 2021, after sleep deprivation applied, I jumped into a very high state, samadhi, when everything disappears, and then gave us again, and 40 hours of constant trip, like, I don't know, mushrooms, maybe not compared to this, because my body was living its life. And it was shocking, it was hard too. But after that, I again returned back after sleep, returned back to my previous state, and it was depressing. The more you jump higher, the more this normal state of mind in which most people on planet live seems unbearable, discomfortable, because this barking dog as if becomes even more sharp, even more torturing. And each thought perceives like poking you with the spears. It's really hard. And to withstand this neural reprogramming, when the neural detox, when old neural pathways dying and new did not form yet into new settings, and the cannabinoids released these chains of neural pathways. It's kind of dark night of the soul, if you like. It's really hard, and many people on this stage, they give up. And they say, I had 10 seconds of something. I don't know, what was it? 10 years later, like, maybe it was spiritual awakening. And they already lost, and they played live in completely sleepy state, followed by their programs. And they probably already have family, children, and then duties, obligations, no time to practice. But actually, you can practice. You don't need to go anywhere. Practice 24/7. It's up to you. It's really only how you are motivated.